Hello, this is old Mr. Kent of MrKent.com, and this video was made to bless my son and the folks that work with him at Turtleback Trailers. And they decided, that his co-workers decided they'd come out to his little backyard here and camp out over the weekend. And so they love, of course, they work at the Turtleback Trailers are trailers that are made for camping way out in the middle of nowhere. And as you'll see as we go along here. So here this is one of the things that Turtleback Trailers sells. It's a car top tent. And of course, the guy on the left looking up at the drone, he's the guy that's going to sleep in it, but they're going to be taking it off of that barrel and setting it on the ground. And the guy on the right is my granddaughter's husband, Jeremy. And then the guy in the middle is my son, Bruce. And so they're getting things set up. This is Friday night or Friday evening, early evening, and they're getting things set up for the folks that show up early. Most of the people will show up Saturday morning, but a few of them show up, especially the ones that are really interested in having some fun over the weekend. And they love to come out and and stay. Oh, now there comes the boss. That's my granddaughter, my oldest granddaughter, and she's Jeremy's husband. And so she's coming out here to tell him how to do everything. That's how it is. So anyway, now they're going to work on Bruce's trailer. Surprised. And by the way, he built that after hours where he works at Turtleback Trailers, and got a really good buy on it, of course, because there was no labor. Of course, it did cost them a lot, but not that much. What they're doing is it does not that much. I didn't mean that. Anyway, they're setting it up because he's got these overhead lights that are hanging there, and if he puts the tent up in the wrong place, runs into the lights. And of course, in the evening, they turn these lights on and light up the backyard and make it, kind of a party time, and everybody has a good time. Everybody likes coming out to Bruce's place. For one reason, by the way, you might notice that I didn't put any intro music, because we're going to save the music to the end. We'll get to watch some of the karaoke. So don't go away. I think you'll enjoy. My son invites anybody to sing when he sets up his karaoke. And, of course, you get some people that sing really well, and some people that sing normal, and some people that sing like me. So anyway, they get this all set up. And like I said, this is Friday evening, and they're just getting some things set up. And, there's a lady that works with my son's wife at the dental office. She showed up with her husband, and now they've got this thing all set up, and we're going to see him standing down there right all the way to the right, the guy with the cap on. Anyway, he's married to a lady that works with my daughter-in-law. And, of course, Bruce is getting it all set up the way it should be. I don't know if anybody's going to sleep in it. And there's my youngest granddaughter. And they're going to take a trip up into the mountains tomorrow to get pictures of her for graduation, because she graduates at the end of the school year. And so this is Saturday morning, and I'm the early bird, and I get up before a whole lot of other people do. And so here's what we've got on the left. That orange tent, that's my oldest granddaughter and her husband. That's their tent. The one in the middle here, the green one, that's where my grandson Ryan slept. And then over on the far right, that's where the fellow that helped set that up sleeps. And I don't give names because I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. Anyway, he's a super, super nice guy. And then here's the tent. Here's the trailer they set up last evening. And so that's all ready to go. Now then, as the morning progressed, other people showed up. And this guy here, he and Bruce are super good buddies. and they won't. The Turtleback Trailer Company won't let both of them be gone on the same day because he's as valuable as Bruce. As a matter of fact, Bruce probably is working at the best job he ever had. They love him, and they just don't want him to quit, and they don't want him to be off from work, although you can't help it sometimes. So anyway, they're getting it all backed in there, and the thing about Turtleback trailers is they make those trailers that you can take them out way in the middle of nowhere, and it's got water and built-in electricity, and and the solar panels and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, they're super nice trailers. And so now they're getting it ready to push it back in and put it where it's going to be. That was a little bit of a sharp angle to try to back into, and after a little bit of practice, he probably wouldn't have any trouble doing that. And that's his wife over there that was riding in the right seat. So they'll get this all set up, and other people will begin showing up as the morning progresses. This is Saturday morning still, and then they'll go on their little trip. This is everybody getting ready to go. Folks who didn't have four-wheelers and stuff that you can't get up into the higher mountain area, they are riding, packed in the car with somebody else. So actually, they have 5 vehicles, and they're leaving. This is kind of early in the morning, as you can see the shadows, and so they're leaving. And they'll be gone most of the day. It's a couple hours driving up to. It's called Box Canyon, and it's here in Arizona. And it's an excellent place to go take beautiful pictures if you want some when you finally get to the top of the mountain. But Box Canyon, as you can see by this picture, it's got vertical walls all the way along the side, and so you can't climb up until you get further up, or before you ever start, you can't get off the road. And so they have to make sure there's not any flash floods coming or anything. So there they go, and they're off on their trip. And then they come back, and then in the evening, they always have a bonfire, and then they have karaoke. And so I gave them a LiPo battery and told them shoot it with a pellet gun or something. They tried BB guns, pellet guns, nothing would work. Finally, they started a little fire and then set it on top. And you can see that battery is finally beginning to flare up. And you got to be real careful with LiPo batteries, because if the cells get shorted out for any reason, it turns out like that. And you cannot put that flame out. And so it was a good way to get a good fire started. and so on Saturday night, like I said, they have a big bonfire and people sit around, and then they go in and they do karaoke. So this is Sunday morning, and the sun's coming up, and a little bit of a cloudy day to start with, and then it cleared up. So this is where they're camped. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 right there, and then there's my sons over there. So it wasn't a huge turnout, but there's not a lot of fellow workers that couldn't come. So anyway, so there they are, Sunday morning, and everybody's still asleep because I'm the early bird guy. And then now this is later in the afternoon. You can see by the shadows, and people have started pulling out. And this is Bruce's good friend, as you remember when he came in. He's pulling out his rig, and my son and his wife, they both got something, like food poisoning or something, and so they're inside because it just didn't turn out. They just got a little sick, and so he's just pulling out. And now the night before, Saturday night, they had the karaoke party. And my son invites anybody to sing. I think that might be the main reason they like to come out to Bruce's house, because not only do they get to sing, but him and his oldest daughter are just beautiful singers. And my son can imitate all kinds of people: Louis Armstrong, George Jones, George Strait, and he has a way of being able to imitate them. and make them look just like, or sound just like they did if you watch the videos. So at this point, I'll say thank you for watching my videos, and I hope you enjoyed them, and God bless. And now we're going to get a cut of my son singing the karaoke.
Wow.